Hi guys. So I've sort of collected myself since the last video I made just a few moments ago. I have my tea now. I'm gonna upload part two uh, in a moment here. The reason that part six went up before part five is because part five was 20 minutes long. Yesterday's tea time needs to be edited, and I haven't edited it yet. um, Last night's stream was scary as shit. Please refer to part one if you would like to know how fucking shaken I am by how real that was and how scary and urgent the danger felt. But we're going to talk about the other dreams that happened before that because they were silly and fun. So, post-it note because a lot happened last night. I'll just do it in any particular order because that last one really fucking shook my world up. I remember looking at an iPod Touch and there were three Native American dudes sitting side by side at a bar. They were sitting beside each other at a bar on this iPod Touch. Their heads were not a photograph, though. Their heads were squares of sketch. They were sketched. And as if someone had pasted their faces over with sketches instead of, because maybe they didn't have heads in the first place. I have a feeling that they didn't have heads. And then they were sketched on the background of the iPod Touch I was looking at. I stared at it so long, analyzing the manliness of these three Native Americans, that I started seeing other people in the room. I started seeing really, really drunk white people. And it was funny. It was kind of turned on its head that the three Native American dudes looked very dignified. They were smoking a pipe, just chilling, hanging out. And then behind them, it was white boy wasted, frat house wasted all over the place. People passed out on benches. People playing poker, wasted at tables, people making silly faces at the camera. I suppose that's what they were making faces at, even though there was probably no cameras in that day and age. Maybe black and white ones, I don't fucking know. So then I'm in this pub. Everyone's drinking and hanging out. And then suddenly I'm looking at a photograph of myself from a family Thanksgiving or something like that. We're all standing behind glass at like a restaurant, standing in line. We're standing in line waiting to get to the food table. Me and my sister have expressions of just pure, unmitigated excitement on our faces. We look so ready to eat the food that we can see through the glass. But it's just a photograph, so we never make it to the food, we just see it. And we're eternally excited. What torture. Then I'm in a living room. I'm laying on a couch. My father, Sheldon, my dad, gives me like a cookie or like a bag of chips or something. His friends are upstairs fighting. Like a woman and a man, they're fighting. But whatever they're fighting about, I don't know. I just hear them yelling that they hate each other. It's very aggressive screaming. I'm laying on the couch and my mother and my father are asking me why I can't get to sleep. They're asking me what's making me an insomniac, what's keeping me up at night. I want to tell them, but I feel like they won't get it. They won't understand. And maybe I can't put it into words. And even if I could put it into words, maybe they would fall on deaf ears. I felt like the information was a waste of my time and a waste of theirs. I try and blow them off with something along those lines. Just high on life, just giddy. Just laying there, thinking. Afraid to sleep. The man that was fighting upstairs comes downstairs. He's got something in his hand. It's white. At first I think it's a weapon. I become aware of my legs in case my legs are facing him and I'm laying on a couch. I become aware of my legs in case I need to defend myself. He throws the white plastic thing, I think, on the floor. He turns to me and walks past me, looking away. I become aware of my arms in case I need to defend myself. Starts talking to my father. My father tells him that I had a cookie and a bag of chips, but he says it twice, and I point it out. And then my dad makes it seem like he needs to say things twice to the man who was fighting upstairs. I don't know why he needs to say things twice to him. But he says he has a cookie and chips and a cookie and chips. And that was strange. My mother seems distressed. Maybe she's expecting a fight from me or from my father too. She's just concerned about me. Suddenly I'm outside, and the events that I described in part 1 happened. So we'll go to another dream that happened before that. I remember being in a car and driving with a friend. Something happened and we rear-ended a truck. The back bumper of the truck dented the hood of the car pretty significantly. I believe the car was blue, so I think I was dreaming in color. The car we hit, he went forward a lot further than we did, so I was thinking that maybe we got hit too. I don't think I was driving the car. I think we get out to assess the damage, but I'm pretty sure the truck left. I remember looking to the left and seeing the front bumper of a silver car, and I remember thinking that I really liked the way the front end was designed. Oh, the truck did stop because a man gets out of the truck and it appears that I know him. He's just around my age. He's asking me something about, in a snotty sort of sarcastic way, about my abilities. Probably referring to my lucid dreaming powers in the dream world. Probably just belittling them. For some reason I wrote down hospital, but I don't think I was actually in a hospital. I remember being in a school hallway and walking past Mr. Peters. I had the sensation that I was skipping class, his math class. But he was talking to some girl with short hair. Black hair with a blonde stripe. It was sort of in a faux hawk. I think she was a teacher and a substitute teacher, and she didn't show up for a subbing thing one day. I'm walking past him, but he looks at me, and I point back at her, trying to distract him with the thing he was already distracted with. He starts making noises sort of like a fishing lure, I think. Like, trying to reel me in, but I just keep walking away. Just ticking like that. I remember playing with photographs of myself, sort of arranging them on top of each other, moving the picture of me smiling under the picture of me frowning. A really over-exaggerated frown. Oh, I was moving it under. The frown like that. But I think for some reason I had two mouths, and they were superimposed on top of each other in the frown picture. A lot of those I remembered a lot more of the dreams the first time I woke up. And maybe I should have stayed awake the first time I woke up, because when I went back to sleep, the events that I described in part 1 took place. I should be thankful, though. I learned a lot about myself. Sort of feel like a coward for not just saying shoot me. But I guess I cherish life more than that. More than I thought I did. I guess I'm more afraid to die than I ever wanted to admit. And that's tea time. Thanks for watching. got awfully serious.